Here's a compilation of every deck I built for Cardfight Vanguard Season 2. First, starting with Keo's deck profile. 4 Demonic Lord Dudley Emperor, 4 Juggernaut Maximum, 2 Dudley Douglas, 4 Treasured Black Panther, 1 Panzer Gale, 4 High Speed Bracky, 4 Reckless Express, 3 Dudley Daisy, 3 Cheer Girl Marilyn, 4 Wonder Boy, 1 Mecha Trainer, 4 Sonic Breaker, 4 Cheerful Lynx, 4 Cheer Girl Tyra, and 4 Silent Choker. Next is Asuka's deck profile. 4 Silverthorn Dragon Tamer Luquier, 4 Midnight Invader, 3 Dancing Princess of the Night Sky, 3 Mirror Demon, 3 Barking Cerberus, 4 Purple Trapeze, 3 Hades Hypnotist, 4 Skull Juggler, 3 Midnight Bunny, 3 Dark Metal Bicorn, 1 Girl Who Crossed the Gap, 3 Poison Juggler, 3 Sky High Walker, 4 Popcorn Boy, 3 Dynamite Juggler, and 3 Rainbow Magician. Next up is Ren's deck profile. 4 copies of Conviction Dragon, Chrome Jailer Dragon, 4 copies of Spectral Duke Dragon, 4 copies of Black Dragon Knight Voltimir, 4 copies of Lash Edge Valkyrie, 2 copies of Player of the Holy Bow Vivian, 3 copies of Hollow Shield Mark, 4 copies of Scout of Darkness Voltimir, 3 copies of Blade Feather Valkyrie, 4 copies of Slakeall Dagger, 1 copy of Black Dragon Whelp Voltimir, 4 copies of Falcon Knight of the Azure, 4 copies of Flame of Victory, 4 copies of Silent Punisher, and 4 copies of Elixir Sommelier. Next up is Kenji's deck profile. 4 Super Dimensional Robo Dayusha, 4 Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Dayusha, 4 Dimensional Robo Didragon, 2 Cosmic Rider, 4 Cosmo Beak, 4 Dimensional Robo Mariner, 4 Dimensional Robo Dylander, 3 Speedster, 3 Diamond Ace, 1 Glory Maker, 1 Dimensional Robo Goyusha, 4 Dimensional Robo Die Battles, 4 Justice Cobalt, 4 Army Penguin, and 4 Justice Rose. Next up is Daigo's deck profile. 4 White Dragon Knight Pendragon, 4 Soul Silver Dragon, 4 Knight of Determination Lemurarch, 2 Knight of Silence Galatine, 4 High Dog Breeder Akane, 3 Flashes Assault, 4 Little Sage Marin, 4 Toy Puggle, 4 Pongal, 1 Stardust Trumpeter, 4 Margal, 4 Bringer of Good Luck Epina, 4 Flogel, and 4 Yggdrasil Maiden Elaine. Next up is Goki's Season 2 deck. 4 Ice Prison Necromancer Cocytus, 4 Master Swordsman Nightstorm, 4 Skeleton Demon World Knight, 4 Ruin Shade, 4 Skeleton Swordman, 4 Skeleton Colossus, 3 Gustion, 2 Dancing Cutlass, 2 Evil Shade, 2 Dandy Guy Romero, 1 Captain Nightkid, 4 Ghoul Cannonball, 4 Hook Wielding Zombie, 4 Dr. Rogue, and 4 Rough She's Banshee. Next up is Julia's and Charlene's shared deck profile. 3 Hydro Hurricane Dragon, 4 Naval Gazer Dragon, 3 Tier Knight Valra, 4 Tier Knight Lazarus, 3 Marine General of the Restless Ties Algos, 3 Emerald Shield Parcel, 3 Tornado Rush Dragon, 3 Reliable Strategic Commander, 4 Tier Knight Theo, 3 Battle Siren Tortilla, 1 Officer Cadet Eric, 4 Mothership Intelligence, 4 Enemy Seeking Seagull Soldier, 4 Dolphin Soldier of High Speed Raids, and 4 Medical Officer of the Rainbow Elixir. Next up is Korn's Angel Fighter deck. 4 Cosmo Healer Urgado, 4 Drill Bullet Geno, 4 Core Memory Armoros, 4 Fate Healer Urgadel, 3 Ironheart Mastema, 4 Burst Shot Bethnadel, 4 Heavenly Injector, 3 Lassette Shooter, 3 Clutch Rifle Angel, 1 Miracle Feather Nurse, 4 Aurora Ribbon Pigeon, 4 Critical Hit Angel, 4 Happy Bell No CL, and 4 Sunny Smile Angel. Next up is Rekka's deck profile. 4 Crimson Impact Metatron, 4 Circular Saw Corel, 4 Crimson Dive Aphrodite, 4 Love Machine Gun Nociel, 2 Ironheart Mastia, 4 Crimson Mind Barcha, 3 Pure Keeper Requeel, 4 Burst Shot Bethnel, 4 Lightning Charger, 1 Crimson Heart Nasha, 4 Rampage Cart Angel, 4 Bronet Toss Messenger, 4 Critical Hit Angel, and 4 Sunny Smile Angel. This deck is an upgraded deck from the first time she fought. Next up is Kyo's Mega Colony deck. 4 Martial Arts Mutant Master Beetle, 3 Bewitching Officer Lady Butterfly, 4 Tail Joe, 4 Lady Bomb, 4 Bloody Hercules, 4 Paralyzed Madonna, 4 Gloom Flyman, 2 Stealth Millipede, 4 Phantom Black, 1 Mega Colony Battler C, 4 Shelter Beetle, 4 Sharp Nail Scorpo, 4 Raider Mantis, and 4 Medical Battler Ramply. Next is Nagi-san's deck profile. 4 copies of Assured Kaiser, 4 copies of Infinite Corrosion Form, Death Army Cosmo Lord, 4 copies of Death Army Knight, 4 copies of Death Army Lady, 3 copies of Death Army Rook, 3 copies of Tough Boy, 4 copies of Death Army Bishop, 3 copies of Twin Blader, 4 copies of Death Army Guy, 1 copy of Death Army Pawn, 4 copies of Shining Lady, 4 copies of Minimum Riser, 4 copies of Red Lightning, and 4 copies of Ring Girl Clara. Next up is Yuri's deck profile. 4 copies of Battle Sister Fromage, 4 copies of Battle Sister Cookie, 4 copies of Battle Sister Macaron, 4 copies of Battle Sister Matcha, 4 copies of Battle Sister Tart, 4 copies of Oracle Guardian Gemini, 3 copies of Battle Sister Omelette, 3 copies of Battle Sister Chocolate, 4 copies of Battle Sister Cream, 1 copy of Battle Sister Waffle, 4 copies of Battle Sister Ginger, 4 copies of Battle Sister Assam, 4 copies of Battle Sister Chai, and 4 copies of Oracle Guardian Nike. Next up is Tetsu's deck profile. 4 copies of Dark Lord of Abyss, 4 copies of No Life King Death Anchor, 4 copies of Werewolf Siege, 3 copies of Demon of Aspiration Ammon, 4 copies of Blue Dust, 4 copies of Yellow Bolt, 3 copies of March the Rabbit of Nightmare Land, 3 copies of Doreen the Thruster, 4 copies of Alluring Succubus, 1 copy of Greedy Hands, 4 Hysteric Shirley, 4 Dark Knight of Nightmare Land, 4 Blitz Rizzer, and 4 Cursed Doctor. Next up is Masaki's deck profile. 4 CEO Amaterasu, 4 Goddess of the Sun Amaterasu, 2 Maiden of Libra, 4 Battle Deity Susano, 4 Oracle Guardian Wise Man, 4 Oracle Guardian Gemini, 3 Battle Sister Chocolate, 4 Dark Cat, 3 White Hair of Anaiba, 1 Battle Maiden Sayorheim, 1 Sample Bamboo Princess Kagaya, 4 Psychic Bird, 4 Lossage Magus, 4 Oracle Guardian Nike, and 4 Emergency Alarmer. Her previous deck focused on Scarlet Witch Coco. Next up is Komui's deck profile. 4 Beast Deity Azure Dragon, 1 Ultra Beast Deity Illumina Dragon, 3 Beast Deity Yamatano Dragon, 2 Brule Jack, 3 Street Bouncer, 2 Beast Deity Golden Aglet, 4 King of Sword, 2 Twin Blader, 4 Tough Boy, 4 Beast Deity Blink Marsh, 3 Burst Riser, 1 Beast Deity White Tiger, 4 Beast Deity Vampirus, 4 Wallboy, 4 Battle Razor, and 4 Cannonball. His previous deck was focused around Perfect Razor. Next up is Aichi's deck profile. 1 Blazing Lion Platinum Ezel, 3 White Hair in the Moon Shadow Pelennor, 1 Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel, 3 Battlefield Storm Sagramore, 1 Blaster Blade Seeker, 1 Knight of Passion Bagdemagus, 4 Player of the Holy Bow Vivian, 4 Knight of Superior Skills Bowman, 3 Hollow Shield Mark, 2 Advance of the Black Chains Caden, 4 Player of the Holy Axe Namoon, 4 Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth, 2 Silver Fanged Witch, 1 Dreaming Sage Corn, 4 Dance Call, 4 Flame of Victory, 4 Silent Punisher, and 4 Elixir Sommelier. This deck is upgraded from his previous deck. Next up is Christopher's deck profile. 4 copies of Battler of the Twin Brush Polaris, 4 copies of Magnet Crocodile, 4 copies of Belonculus Tiger, 2 copies of Compass Lion, 4 copies of Geograph Giant, 2 copies of Sharpener Beaver, 4 copies of Coiling Duckbill, 4 copies of Monoculus Tiger, 3 copies of Cable Sheep, 2 copies of Silver Wolf, 1 copy of Gardening Mole, 2 copies of Castanet Donkey, 4 copies of Triangle Cobra, 2 copies of Alarm Chicken, 4 copies of Dictionary Goat, and 4 copies of Ruler Chameleon. There's also official deck profiles of his previous deck and his teammates' deck. Next up is Kai's deck profile. 4 copies of Draconic Kaiser Vermilion the Blood, 4 copies of Draconic Kaiser Vermilion, 4 copies of Dusty Plasma Dragon, 4 copies of Thunderstorm Dragoon, 3 copies of Demonic Dragon Berserker Garuda, 3 copies of Wyvern 4 copies of Draconic Monk Genkaku, 3 copies of Desert Gunner Ryan, 4 copies of Red River Dragoon, 1 copy of Deity Sealing Kid Soko, 4 copies of Spark Edge Draco Kid, 4 copies of Malevolent Jin, 4 copies of Old Dragon Mage, and 4 copies of Demonic Dragon Nymph Sobo. And last up is Leon's deck profile. 3 Blue Storm Supreme Dragon Glory Maelstrom, 3 Storm Rider Lysander, 4 Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom, 3 Storm Rider Ballast, 4 Tier Knight Lazarus, 3 Coral Assault, 2 Light Signals Penguin Soldier, 3 Emerald Shield Parcel, 4 Tier Knight Theo, 4 Tier Knight Cypress, 1 Tri-Hole Draco Kid, 4 Supersonic Sailor, 4 Battleship Intelligence, 4 Pyrosheen Communications Sea Otter Soldier, and 4 Medical Officer of the Rainbow Elixir. This deck is upgraded from his previous one.